And we have a new Vampire Survivors update. We are now at 0.5.103, and we have some new things to look at right now. So let's go off, and we can see here we have 6 new achievements, and that will tell us what's going to be happening in this thing here. So we have to reach level 100 with Oh Solo Meow. That's probably a new guy, and we unlock another reroll. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And we gotta survive 30 minutes in the Bone Zone. Well, that's that's kind of interesting. Okay, and that of course will unlock another skip. And let's go down to the next one here, and way down here, defeat a total of 3,000 dragon shrimps. Well, that's probably, something we've already done, or maybe it's part of the new level. But that unlocks the Oh Solo. That's a new guy. And this looks like a dog-related theme here. And we unlock Hyper Mode for 3 normal stages. Unlocks Hyper Mode for the Bone Zone. So it looks like a new map. And here are the new cards. And, oh, I was wrong. It looks like just 2 new cards on an update, and we have to get level 99 with this dude and level 99 with the other girl here, and those are the cards. We'll have to see what they do when we unlock them, or we can check that out. And nothing else, so it looks like there's no new power-ups, just added on stuff, and I should rebuy my power-ups, but we'll get the new characters. Okay, and we have 3 new things to look forward to, and that is probably a new weapon right here to go along with these other crappy weapons here. Well, they're not crappy, but yeah. And here is the cards. We haven't found them yet, but we will. And those are the 3 new things to unlock. And do we have a new character right off the bat? No. If you're wondering where I got these guys here, this guy here and this guy here, I got videos on those if you didn't follow them. Okay, so those 2 hidden guys. So we just have to go in there and start doing those achievements. So I will come back when I get those things done. Okay, we got the unlock. Let's just go in there and go out there. We got the new map and the new character. And this is the new character. You get a dog with flowers that shoot out of its butt. Yeah, no joke. It's shooting out of his butt, basically. And yeah, there's nothing special about this guy. Pure 100, and that's it. And he gets plus, 1 more projectile every 20 levels for the maximum of 3. The old standard. So this guy was added in with no special effects. And we got the new map here, and I'll show you this. It's the Bone Zone. There is nothing in here, basically. And we got a new option on the cards. You can hit the random button and get, a random card to pick up. And then you got to pick it. But yeah, here we go. This is the Bone Zone, and this is the flowers coming out of his butt. It's hard to tell if they're flowers, but yeah, I guess it's the best you could really do. No, they could be stinky garlic flowers. So yeah, this is the new guy, and this is the map. So we'll survive for 30 minutes, hopefully, and we'll see what we unlock after that. So let's carry on. Well, finally finished it, that Bone Zone. Now in that Bone Zone, there's no healing items off the torches. There's tons of torches, but there's only gold off these torches. There's no items at all. So you're not going to get anything special off of any of these torches in this Bone Zone. And yeah, that's about it. There's just tons and tons of skeletons. It's really, really hard. They have tons and tons of hit points, and they go super, super fast. So you kind of have to get the Clock Lancelet to even survive it. And now, as you can see here, the damage of the Celestial Dust is not very good. Like 1.5 million. The damage on this sucks. But once you hit level 8 with this weapon, it starts healing you 1 hit point per guy killed. So each guy you kill heals you 1, and you really, really need something to heal you with. That's why I took the whip. And the Bloody Tear did better. I didn't get the... that was the 3rd card. The 3rd card was the critical damage on it, so its damage wouldn't be very high, because I didn't get that to the very end. If you had the crit right away, it'd be better. But I took I took the whip because I needed an extra healing on this level, because it is that bad. And I wanted to see, and I got the card for the extra healing for the damage. I want to see how that would pair up and work with the whip and the Dust's ability to go in there. And all the rest were just the basic weapons. Yeah, I didn't get the Thunder Loop involved until like 7 minutes left to go, so it didn't do very much damage. 2 million is okay, but you know, the Lightning Rain did like 1.3 million on its own before it even got it involved. And of course, Gorgeous Moon and the gun did pretty good too. So unlock to skip. That is done. The little dog shooting flowers. The flowers that come out of your butt are relative to how fast you're going in the opposite direction. So if you're running forward, the flowers will come and shoot backwards really fast. If you're standing still, they'll hover around you. But as you can see, they're not very strong. So let's go into it, and the last two things we got left to do for the unlocks is to reach level 99 with 2 guys. So I guess we'll do that and find out what these cards do for next. So next we'll just show you what those cards do, and there's nothing else special about that bone map that I know of so far, and that is it. And we have 99 with the second guy, and I did with the first guy, and I didn't show it yet. But the unlock, its special ability was the knife and the death spiral and the guns. They all bounce up to 3 times, it says, but I only really saw them only bounce maybe once and only some of the time. So it's not working really good, but the damage is good. Let's hide this for a second here. As you can see, the death spiral did the most damage. And it's up higher than it normally is, and it outbeat the Gorgeous Moon and the guns. The guns, when they revolve, don't bounce, but the bullets do before the gun evolves. And the Thousand Edge, I just got that right near the end, and it did almost as much as the Death Spiral did. So it's going to do more damage if it got it earlier. But yeah, it had the most DPS for just the knives. So getting that knives, and all that's with the critical hit too. So yeah, I didn't get the critical hit until much later. My cards were kind of screwed up. I only got 2 cards, not even 3. But yeah, so I took the critical hits and the bouncing, and yeah, so they did the top damage. This wasn't really good on the other run when it didn't have the bouncing. They had the critical hits, and the knives just didn't do very good. So let's go and show you what those last 2 things are. So we'll go take a look at exactly what the new ones do, and yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Waltz of Pearls. The weapons gain up to 3 bounces. And that's the same thing. The list of weapons gain projectiles up to 3 bounces and pass through enemies. That's the one with the knives and the axes and the guns that bounce. And this one here, the list of these weapons bounce. They have 3 bounces. Like what? And that's a train cart for this guy too. So we'll take a look at them right now. We'll start it and I'll show you. Yeah, we don't like the... We'll just start it off here and we can show you the cards. This way. Okay, that's the first one. To get the 3 bounces and pass through enemies. That's the gun and the train. And not the evolved gun, as you can see. And... yeah, the healing works in the flowers and the dogs when they get the dog weapon. And there's the other one. Pass through enemies and walls. No, that's the first one. So there it is. There it is. Yeah, they're all over the place, these cards. Okay, yeah. The list of weapons gain up to 3 bounces. So that's the wand and the fire wand and both the evolved states. Same with the knives and the train again. Wow, that's kind of neat, right? The train gets 2 of them. So that train card, if you pick the first one, it starts bouncing off these 3. And then if you pick this one here, it gets another 3 bounces. It's just too bad they're not working very good because I've only saw them bounce like once. If they were bouncing the 3 times, it'd be a whole bunch better. A whole lot better. So yeah, those are the 2 new card unlocks, and what they do, they're kind of neat because you can start stacking these things up together now. And yeah, if you stack up the fire wand with the explosion, maybe the explosions start bouncing around. I don't know what happens then. Does every little piece of the explosion keep bouncing? That's something to try out. But yeah, so that is it. Those are the 2 new cards, and that is everything. So that's it for this update, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.